So many people tried to buy Nakheel villas on Dubai Islands and so many failed. And now history is gonna repeat itself because they're launching a new project on Dubai Islands, but it's gonna be even more desirable, more unique, with a very low number of units. And you might be very surprised by how high the ROI potential of this project is. Let's start with the project description. And what I'm sharing now is what's available at this point of time. There is still some time until the launch, so some things might change. The information we have now is not final, the prices are not final, so treat it as a preliminary analysis. And what we know is that Nakheel is launching a villa community with roughly 150 units on Island E of Dubai Islands. It's gonna be a true private island community. It's a fully detached island. There are gonna be no apartments, no hotels, no tourists. The community will have just villas, so it's the most private version of a villa beachfront community you could imagine in Dubai. The island already exists, it's a part of Dubai Islands, and Nakheel is gonna be the only developer that will develop villas there. What residents will have there are unobstructed sea views, private beach access, marina promenade, and all of that will be just for residents of this island. Island E has its own bridge, so there are going to be no traffic, and it's a pretty unique concept that's hard to replicate. Even if you compare it to Palm Jumeirah, yeah, there are villas with private beach access, but they are part of a bigger Palm Jumeirah area. Residents use the same roads, and traffic on Palm Jumeirah during peak hours is crazy. But what it also means is that this community is a bit disconnected from everything else on Dubai Islands. The new mall, a school, a hospital, all the hotels, the golf course, all of them will be on Island A, Island B, and Island C. And to get the access to all of that, residents of Island E will have to leave the island and then enter the Island A as everyone else. So there is a short distance, but the residents of this community will have to drive there. So it's a very rare, very unique concept, very attractive for affluent and high net worth individuals. And if you want to learn all the details, get our report about this project. It contains all the details we know about the project now, and when we'll get more information, we will also share it with everyone who requested the report. Plus, we added our analysis, so if you want to get it, you can get it for free. Scan the QR code or click the link below the video, and someone from my team will send it to you. And now let's break down the investment side of things. And this investment has several important elements. And the first one is that you'd be potentially investing in villas. Villas are kings of Dubai real estate. They're the most demanded, the fastest growing residential property type. They're significantly outperforming apartments, both long-term and short-term. If we analyze the 10-year period, they're growing faster. If we're analyzing the 3-year period, it's the same. For example, since 2022, the average villa grew in value by more than 60%, versus 28% delivered by apartments. The same trend applies to 2025. During the last year, an average one-bedroom apartment appreciated in value by 9%. An average 4-bed villa has shown a 21% appreciation over the same period of time. And it's not about their locations, not about their areas, because when we take communities that have both villas and apartments, villas still remain faster-growing assets. For example, Dubai Hills, 2 times faster growth. Jumeirah Golf Estates, again, 2 times faster growth. It happens in pretty much every community. And at the same time, the relative supply of villas is not growing. If we take a look at 2021, then 30% of all units, of all residential units sold were villas. 30%. But if we compare it with 2025, then the same ratio, the share of villas in the whole residential supply, in all the new units sold, then it's just 17%. So the relative supply is going down. But we don't have just average villas here. We have waterfront villas. And it's a tricky term, waterfront villas, because there are so many of them, but they're not created equal. So many people want to live at the waterfront, so developers are now building communities with artificial lagoons. And in reality, lagoons are swimming pools. They're pretty large, sometimes they're river-shaped, can be really long, they have sand inside, but still, technically, they're just swimming pools. Obviously, living near the artificial lagoon is not the same as living at the seafront. But seafront is also different. Not all units at the seafront have beach access. So the best waterfront properties that make the most investment sense, are normally beachfront properties. And they're pretty limited. Generally, beachfront properties are around 4% of Dubai residential supply, and it's not going to increase much. The share of beachfront properties is going to remain the same even when all the units under construction are delivered. But villas at the beachfront, they're truly scarce. There is a very, very low number of villas like that, and there are just 0.3% of the whole residential supply in Dubai. You can find them on Palm Jumeirah, Jumeirah Bay Island, Pearl Jumeirah, and La Mer, and that's basically it. There are also many villas in Jumeirah 1, 2, and 3, but they're a leasehold, meaning foreign ownership is restricted. Those villas are for GCC citizens only. And there are several areas where we will find beachfront villas in future. Two main ones are Palm Jebel Ali and Dubai Islands. So it's a very rare property type by itself. And data tells us that this property type shows very good value appreciation. If we take a 10-year period, since 2015 till 2025, then the average villa price on Palm Jumeirah has increased by roughly 300%. Many other villa communities have also shown a pretty good growth, but nothing like that. The average villa growth over the same period of time is around 120%. This data is one of the reasons why beachfront villas are so demanded among professional investors. And it's not the first villa project Nakheel launched on Dubai Islands. Let's talk about Bay Villas, because it gives a good indication of what you should expect. This project was launched in 2024, and it's a community on Island B of Dubai Islands that consists of roughly 600 villas and townhouses. Residents will have their own beach, their own promenade, their own amenities. The best units, the largest villas, will be on the beachfront, so they will have direct beach access. And owners of smaller villas and townhouses will have to walk a bit, but still it's a very close proximity. So Nakheel decided to sell most of the units during the first phase, roughly 550 villas and townhouses. They were sold out immediately. Demand was huge, far exceeded supply. And now some time later we can see what results some investors have already achieved. Since the project was launched, 12% of all the villas in the community were resold. So we can see that there were roughly 70 transactions, and the average price increase from the developer's price to the resale price was around 15%. And there are several cases of owners making up to 25% of returns in just 1 year after they bought the property, given that they were paying according to the payment plan and they haven't paid everything right away. They made pretty good returns on their capital. So when we compare these two projects, the new project on Island E and the Bay Villas on Island B, they have many similarities but also some differences. The main one is that the project on Island E is going to be even more exclusive. They have their own entrance, their own bridge that connects it with the mainland, and the number of units is significantly lower, 150 on Island E versus 650 on Island B. Based on the information available right now, and once again, it's a preliminary information, not final and might change, villas on Island E are going to be priced pretty well, even compared to prices of Bay Villas. Island E villas are going to be priced higher, but it's a more unique concept, and it's been 2 years since Bay Villas launch. Since then, the market has grown significantly, so even if the final prices will be a bit higher than that, the project will still be pretty well priced. And I think what else we should do is compare these villas on Island E with the ready villas available in Dubai. And the closest concepts can be found on Palm Jumeirah and Pearl Jumeirah. Pearl Jumeirah is only partly developed. There are many free villa plots there, and their style and shape is a bit inconsistent. The villas are custom built there, so everyone designs them in the way they want. It's not a master plan community. Palm Jumeirah is master planned, and there are many front row waterfront villas with direct beach access. Many of them are pretty old but renovated. Some are renovated really well. There are many ultra-luxurious options on Palm Jumeirah, but the area itself is not private. Anyone can enter. It's a touristic location. There is a huge number of visitors there. Many hotels and restaurants. So the main downside is that this area is not really private. It can be pretty crowded with pretty heavy traffic. So if you take a look at current prices on Pearl Jumeirah and Palm Jumeirah, then villas there are priced much higher compared to what we expect from Island E villas. On both Palm Jumeirah and Pearl Jumeirah, an average 5-bedroom villa costs around 40 million dirhams, or 10 million US dollars. On Island E, we expect the prices to start at around $4.5 million, or 17 million dirhams. And even if the prices will be higher, there is still an up to 2 times difference. And that's why this project has a massive appreciation potential. The demand is gonna be huge. And if you want to secure a unit in this project, let us know in advance. And if you think about investing in a waterfront property in Dubai, but you don't know which area to choose, maybe Dubai Islands, maybe something else, check out the video we made on waterfront areas. Some of them are not what they seem.